Hi Dollar Divas, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be giving you a rundown of what I feel are the 15 worst products from the Dollar Tree. I haven't tried everything from the Dollar Tree, but the things I have tried over the years and here recently, these are 15 of, like I said, some of the worst products and, in my opinion, not worth your $1.25. So definitely watch this before your next Dollar Tree trip and you will know what to save your money on. So definitely comment down below and let myself and other Dollar Divas here know what other products you would save your $1.25 on that I haven't talked about. Because like I said, I try a lot of things, but not everything. If you're a returning Dollar Diva, thank you so much for coming back for another video. I hope you know I appreciate you very, very much. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Jessica and I'm basically a bargain beauty channel. What I mean by that is I like to do a lot of the same fun content that other beauty channels do. I just like to keep it at the bargain price point, so the closer to $1, the better. And because of that, I do a lot of bargain shopping and Dollar Tree shopping, and so I like to do some other bargain content as well, which leads us to this video here. So if it sounds like you're in the right place, I do hope you'll become part of our Dollar Diva family here on YouTube, and I will have some similar content down below in the description box. That way you can binge watch more content like this if you are new. So without any further chit chat, let's just go ahead and get into today's video. And I'll try to have pictures up here. If I don't have the item, which most things I don't have with me anymore, I will try to have pictures up here of the items. So the first product here, so of course I do a lot of makeup videos and I will kind of let you know in those videos whether something is worth $1.25, whether it's not worth $1.25, whether it's like, holy cow, this is like high end. There's so much more good than bad in my opinion, but some of the bad stuff is, in my opinion, bad. So one of those products for me personally is the Be Pure Shadow Stick. They have two shades. They have a lilac and a pink. I've had the pink, and for me it was just, the idea is great, but for me the execution, it just doesn't work the way you want it to. First of all, I think their idea is that you put it on and it puts a darker shade and a lighter shade on your eye in one swoop. That just never seems to work in my opinion. I don't care who does that. The product is kind of hard, so you kind of have to really press it on your eyeball. It's very lackluster. You'd be so much better off with a liquid shadow or like a nice shimmer, in my opinion, than this cream shadow. Just one of those things I tried a couple times and just couldn't get excited about. It was definitely a waste of $1.25. I think I did have a couple Dollar Divas that kind of enjoyed this because it was just a nice subtle effect. But I think overall this product here is kind of a dud. So these here, I bought 3 of these unfortunately, and I'm talking about the Spa Luxury exfoliating foot masks. I just used like the Brazilian Soul scent, and then I've also got the vanilla bean and the pumpkin chai latte. Now the packaging is real cute. You put them on, they smelled amazing. I'm sure these smell great too. And I waited 6 days. I didn't moisturize my feet because I've heard you're not supposed to moisturize your feet while you're waiting for the peeling process to happen and to finish. And after 6 days, and now it's been like 8 days, my feet have not peeled. So that is unfortunate. So I had a pair that I bought from Walmart. They were like maybe $2 or $3, and they did wonderful. My feet started peeling after 4 days, and they shed their skin, and it was just a wonderful, glorious process. But like I said, with the Brazilian Soul scent, my feet did not peel. I'm gonna try these anyway just to see, but I don't have high hopes. Like I said, I'm sure they're gonna smell amazing, and they look cute. So like they look like, see, they're like this plasticky thing you put on your foot, and they have like something that feels like a baby wipe inside that puts the stuff on your foot and lets it kind of, for lack of a better word, marinate over 20 minutes. And these ones here are like a blue plaid, and the other ones had like little suns on them. So they're cute, they smell amazing, but if they don't make your feet peel, they ain't worth it. And I didn't feel like my feet were really moisturized after I used them. Now these ones here say moisturizing foot mask, these ones here say exfoliating. The other ones were exfoliating, but these ones here do say they'll make your feet peel. Of course, these do here as well. So I'm gonna give them both a try just in case the other ones didn't have the magic ingredient in them to make your feet peel. But yeah, so far these have been a huge disappointment, and I definitely wasted like $3.75 plus tax on these. Then this one here took me years to realize how bad they are. And it's a shame because they're always so cute, but they really just are not good. And I'm talking about the Dollar Tree kitchen towels. Like I said, they're super cute. I always want to like them. I've had so many for like Christmas and fall and all that kind of thing, but they just don't really dry. They're a really weird material. And I found that after like using them and washing them, they kind of developed like a smell. I don't even know how to like explain it. And they don't really wash well either. They just kind of start to look really dingy and stuff like that over time. So I finally, after buying several of these over the years, stopped a couple years ago. I'm like a couple years sober from buying these. But so yeah, like I said, it's something I hated, but now I just buy better quality kitchen towels, usually at like TJ Maxx or Marshall's or something like that. Yeah, and these kind of just have like that microfiber feel, which I hate anyway. But like I said, yeah, these are just, they're cute, but they're just not good and definitely not worth $1.25 in my opinion. So I'm a performer, so I wear a lot of like nylons and pantyhose and tights and things like that for my job. So for me, getting them like as cheap as I can is kind of important because I go through a lot of that kind of stuff. It is not purchased for me. It's something amongst a lot of things I have to provide for myself. So cost is very important. And I have found some brand name pantyhose at Dollar Tree the last couple of years that has really kept me supplied the last couple of years. I've found Legs and I think Peds was the latest brand. And so I've bought a lot of $1.25 pantyhose that were brand name and have really gotten me through the last couple of years. So I figured I'd give these a try just because it took me a really long time to give them a try. I figured it was time to give them a try. And I don't even know the brand. I'm gonna have to put them up here. Hopefully if I can find a picture, but they're the pantyhose you see all the time at Dollar Tree. I think they have tan and I think they have black, and I think they got one size. And so I bought the ones in tan, and they're just not good. I'd rather, even though, like I said, I go through them a lot, I would rather spend a little bit more money for something that feels nicer. And these just don't feel nice. They're just very, like, they didn't really come up like high enough on my waist in some ways in where I like them to. And they're just very flimsy. They don't really feel like they suck you in. The material is just very light. They're just very, very flimsy feeling. So I really still would prefer like my Legs brand and try to get them at CVS and use coupons and buy the 2-pack and all that stuff. So like I said, these are something that I waited a long time to try because I was really afraid I wouldn't like them, and I didn't like them. So like I said, not the worst product in the world, but I think definitely this is something it's worth spending some more money on for sure. And so I've been trying a lot of Dollar Tree skincare here lately and reviewing it here on my channel. I'll have my skincare playlist linked down below. That way you can watch some of my Dollar Tree skincare review videos I've done here this year. And I'm not gonna put eye cream on that, even though I haven't had good luck with any of the eye creams. I know a lot of you all love the eye cream. For me, I just have different needs. Like I don't need depuffing or anything like that. I need like anti-aging and fine line care, and I felt like all the eye creams just didn't really do anything to really nourish my under eye area, so it would get kind of crepey. So, but I'm not going to include eye creams on the list because I know a lot of you guys like them. But what I am going to put on this list is this product right here. They've got 3 different varieties. I used the one, God, I can't remember exactly which one I used. I think it was the one with purple. I'll have it down here below on the screen when I figure it out. But I just felt like this was just kind of like teenager skincare. I just don't feel that this product did anything. It didn't make my skin feel particularly nourished. It didn't make my skin glow. It didn't make my skin necessarily look better in the morning. Now, I had no adverse reactions to it, but I think this is just one of the most lackluster skincare products personally that I have tested so far from the Dollar Tree. So I wanted to include this in that list because I just feel like there are so many better, much better serums at Dollar Tree that I would save my money personally on these. Now, granted, everyone's skin is different, but for me personally, this was just like, it was just a waste of $1.25. I'm glad I tried it so I could review it and let you guys know what I think personally, but I feel this wasn't as beneficial to my skin as other things from Dollar Tree are. So that is on my worst product from Dollar Tree list for sure. So another product that is just really not good from the Dollar Tree, and I can't remember the exact name of the brand. I think it might be Sure Fresh, but I'll have it up here. It's kind of the brand that Dollar Tree sells when they do their like plastic wrap and stuff like that. Their aluminum foil, I think, is particularly bad. It just tears. It's paper thin. It's like more like tissue paper than it is aluminum foil. In my opinion, you're just much better off getting your grocery store generic brand, which is usually what I purchase all the time, unless I need something special like a non-stick or something like that. But yeah, this here is just kind of worthless, and It's just so thin in my experience to where I think you can definitely do better just spending a little bit more. And then y'all, this one right here, you guys know this one's near and dear to my heart, and I'll actually put a little clip of the video where I put this in a product review video a couple months ago. So I love the Bee Color Root Spray. I like the black, I like the brown. It's a great way to save money if you want something like that, because the brand names are pretty pricey. I thought the blonde would be great. So like, you know, it's no secret, I get gray hairs. They're sprayed right now currently with this Gray Away stuff. So I bought the Bee Color Blonde because I've always liked their other shades. Y'all, yeah, it's really, really bad. I don't know what color, nobody has that color. This is like, I think, on everybody's worst products from Dollar Tree list. Absolutely unusable. So bad that there's nothing more I can say other than go to the Walmart or go to the CVS and start using them coupons to get you the brand name stuff, because this is not going to work for anybody. I had a Dollar Diva that said, I don't even know why they continue to make it. It's just completely worthless. Definitely, probably, this is probably the worst product on this list, hands down. Then another item on this list, I think, I can't remember the name of the brand, but I'll put them up here. Again, just like the aluminum foil, these are just not worth it, especially for your kitchen garbage. Like, bathroom garbage is like maybe like a little bit of a different thing. I buy the little bags from Dollar Tree all the time, and they're paper thin, but I mean, there's tissues and Q-tips going in there. It's not like you're putting like, you know, chicken trimmings and, you know, all that kind of stuff in there, you know, which you don't want the bag to leak or to get holes very easily. And even like good name brands, those bags can leak and can be questionable sometimes. So these here, yeah, these are just not something that you need for your kitchen. Again, just like the aluminum foil, you'll be so much better off just getting your store brand generic to save a little bit of money. That's what I buy all the time. Like I said, even at that, they're not perfect. But yeah, like I said, for your kitchen garbage, you don't really want to mess with this. Now, I used to use these for my recycling. And even at that, they would still tear and all that kind of thing. But I used to use them for my recycling because I didn't want to use my really good trash bags for recycling. I saved those for my kitchen mess. And that's where I really learned that they were just really flimsy, because they were even flimsy for like all of our bottles and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think, you know, you might could use these for some other things. And what are those things? I don't really know, because they really just don't hold up. But definitely not your kitchen garbage, in my opinion. So I bought these nail files here, I think earlier this year, something like that. And they're really cute, but y'all, they literally just like tore up. They didn't. Filing my nails was too traumatic for these nail files. Something that is decent is this like diamond one right here. This is gonna, you know, kind of be pretty sturdy and good. But these ones here, just like I said, they were really cute, but they just did not hold up. They just tore up on me. Just, like I said, definitely for $1.25, get you something like this. Even like your old school, like a pack of like your old school ones like this. Like I said, these are really cute, but they just don't hold up, in my opinion. Then this right here, I've had two of these because I bought it again to try to see if the first one I had wasn't a dud. So I have wasted $2.50 at least on La Mercerie mascara. This here, when you buy it, you're gonna think it's dried up. It's not, it's just the product. Literally does nothing for your lashes. It is such a waste of $1.25. It's not even funny. They need to give it up, stop making it. I think I had another one by them that was just like an absolute mess. I think the one in the green tube from them. It's been a long time. It's been probably at least a year. But I want to say that one was such a mess. I threw it away after the first use. So generally speaking, I would stay away from all La Mercerie mascaras, but especially this one right here. Definitely a waste of $1.25. Right now, the LA Colors mascaras that they're coming out with, they're lift and lock, they're volumizing, that comes in a long black tube. Those so far are some of the better mascaras. Also the Ione lengthening with fibers is a really nice choice as well. But yeah, I would definitely stay away from this particular La Mercerie mascara. And if you've used it, you know. And then this here, y'all, I bought this a couple months ago, and I so bad wanted to like it because it smells amazing. It smells like the Spa Luxury Body Butter, which I love. And these hand creams are no exception. They smell wonderful. They're in a cute little package. You get 2 of them. But the hand cream, literally when you put it on, after like a minute, it feels like you didn't put any lotion on your hands. just a complete waste of $1.25 in my opinion. Like I said, it was a little disappointing, but it's kind of what I expected, but I was hopeful that that wouldn't be. So yeah, you'd be much better off buying the little active hands that's in the tub, or the Utterly Smooth, or like something else, anything but these. These really were completely useless in my opinion. So then these here, I can't remember the name. I think they're like called Super Stack. They're basically the Dollar Tree generic or Dollar Tree brand of Pringles or Lay's stacks. And they always have them, and I've bought them a couple times and they're just not great. Definitely when we go to Dollar Trees, my husband loves getting the Lay's stacks, and he can find them at times at Dollar Tree, like sour cream and onion, original, and barbecue, and they'll sell them for $1.25, and those are so like far superior to this brand right here. So I would just stock up and save on the Lay's stacks when you see them at Dollar Tree. I think they have Pringles too, like in the big cans, but I think those are like more expensive. They're not in the $1.25 price point. I think they do have smaller stacks of Pringles. Those are probably $1.25 or $1.50 or something like that. But definitely for $1.25, I wouldn't waste my money with these. They're just not the tastiest thing. I'm always disappointed. So I would just hold out for the Lay's stacks. Then this here I really wanted to like at $1.25, but I just didn't. Now when I bought it, I didn't realize you could change out the battery, but you can apparently. I had a Dollar Diva tell me. It takes, I think, one of those small batteries, if I'm correct. And I'm talking about these LED pillar candles. They always have different colors. They got a white, a cream. I think they do red and green at Christmas. And I so bad wanted to like them for $1.25, but they're just not very good. They're just not as bright as I want them to be. So I bought this to try it, and then I ended up buying like a set of 3 on Amazon. They use AA batteries, and I use rechargeables, so that's a nice thing. I don't want to be buying a bunch of those little batteries for this thing. And it's just, like I said, they're just not as good. You'd be much better off making an investment in this case and buying some better quality ones for more money, in my opinion. So this was a disappointment personally for me. So this one here, you guys know, and every time they change the packaging, I keep trying it. I'm talking about the LA Colors concealer that you find at Dollar Tree. It literally just does nothing. You can put it on your eyes. I can try to use it to clean up my brows. It does nothing. It literally does nothing. And like I said, I always try it when they repackage it because I'm hopeful that they reformulated it, but I need to stop because it is the biggest waste of $1.25. That and the mascaras from Dollar Tree have, over time, have taken so much from me. But yeah, this is just not good. Now, I do like their color correcting concealers. Those are some of LA Colors better concealers at the Dollar Tree. But yeah, this here, in my opinion, is just a complete waste. It was a waste at $1, let alone $1.25. So this here I would just personally not buy, spend a little bit more money, or get something off Shop Miss A, or get LA Colors color correcting concealers at Dollar Tree, or Be Pure, or La Mercerie concealers. Those are always much better. And of course the new Ione concealer if you can find it. So yeah, this right here is just awful. One of the absolute worst products at Dollar Tree in my opinion. Then last but certainly not least are batteries. Now I was talking to the cashier one day at Dollar Tree, and she had this good point. She was like, they work. They just don't work very long. And that is the biggest statement I think about these batteries. They do work. You can put them in something and they'll work. They just won't last as long as other batteries. I've got some that are in like a little selfie light that I bought from Dollar Tree because the little amount that I use that, they're still in there, they still work. But like anything that really requires some power, you're gonna just keep throwing your money away on these, in my opinion. Definitely better to go with rechargeables or just go with a better brand, in my opinion. You're just gonna get more bang for your buck. You're not gonna drive yourself crazy constantly replacing batteries. These here are just gonna, like I said, they just wear out so fast, in my opinion. So definitely let me know what you agree with, what you don't agree with, what you would put on this list. You know, I love hearing from you all. Like I said, I try a lot of stuff from Dollar Tree, but I don't try everything. So this list is not exhaustive of every single terrible product at the Dollar Tree. So it'd be nice to hear from you and let us know, let our community here know anything that I didn't mention that they should save their $1.25 on. So I will have similar content down below in the description box. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, show me you did by hitting the like button. And of course, if you can hype this video, it definitely does help me and my channel out so much. And I appreciate any of the hypes that you use on me. I know you only get so many, so I'm always very appreciative. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.